Your love so deep like a river, like a river. I just don't know what to do. Shot down, smooth pull on the trigger. You remember, I don't need nothing but you. And I don't need it, I don't need it. I'm giving all this for you. And you're the reason, you're the reason. I'll give it all up for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it. I wanna learn about you, wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. I wanna learn about you, I wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it. Your heart so cold like a blizzard, like a blizzard. I just don't know what to do. Your sins all that I remember. I surrender. I'll give it all up for you. And I don't need it, I don't need it. I'm giving all this for you. And you're the reason, you're the reason. I'll give it all up for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it. I wanna learn about you, wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. I wanna learn about you, I wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's your evening going? It's Monday night and we're keeping it lit. We're keeping it live. We're here with Let's Vibe TV. We in this bitch. You know how it goes. And today, we got a really special guest on the show. The man is a broadcaster, a YouTuber, a singer, a rapper, a visionary. My man, straight out the 602. What's up? What's up? Tragedy.
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother?
I'm chilling. So let's kick it off like this. And let me switch up this Brandon. How did you get your name?
That's an interesting question. So, actually, a lot of people ask me this, and it happened when I was a kid, man. I started recording music when I was like 12 years old, and I would always bother my foster sister's boyfriend and his crew to take me to the studio, and they never would because obviously they'd be like smoking weed and shit, and at the time I didn't know anything about that, so they wouldn't.
Hey,
and so
hold on. Before you say that, I need to flame up. On that note, bringing up smoking trees. Let me get my shit. Y'all watching at home. Please, flame up with me. Let's smoke together today. Let's have a good time. Let's chill. And so, back to your name, Tragedy.
So, basically, I've been bugging them to take me to the studio, and eventually they're like, all right, we'll take you, but you can't go in there without a name. And so, basically, we went through a bunch of things, and out of all the stuff I said, they're like, Tragedy is probably the best one. you know. So we went with Tragedy, and I just been using that name ever since, man. And now that's what everybody knows me by.
You've never had any other rap name?
Well, I had one other rap name before that point, and it was like Young D or some shit. But yeah, nothing seriously. I never released music under anything else.
Yo, I gotta say this. My first rap name ever was Brand X. And I had to change it because everybody was like, that shit is generic as fuck.
That's so funny. That's weird. I mean, I think your name right now is better than that name, but people are always gonna say everything. You know, people told me my name was Gaddafi from New York and all this other shit. And
it was my brothers. It was my brothers. It was fucking Futuristic and Stitch Jones who was gunning my name. They were like, that name is generic as fuck. I was like, nah, Brand X. Like, you can't fuck with this brand type shit. That's what I was on with it. And they were like, oh, that's generic. And so I eventually changed it. I named myself after the Brendan Fraser movie Bedazzled. And then I was like, yeah. And then I was like, it worked out because it was about karma. So I thought it was really smart.
Right.
And then people compared it to Bedazzler instead. And that was a problem.
That's much more famous than the movie. I've never even seen that movie, but I definitely have heard of Bedazzled.
You've never even heard of the movie with Elizabeth Hurley and Brendan Fraser?
I don't watch movies, bro. Like I don't watch movies.
I see.
I be watching anime, nothing but it.
Okay, that makes sense because I was like,
sports.
Obviously, we're gonna get to the sports for sure. So you're saying that you started making music and being interested in music long before?
Oh yeah, man! I've been making music forever, bro. I've been writing songs forever and singing and all that shit since I was a kid, man. I came out doing this shit. I appreciate the love in the chat too, by the way.
Where did it come from? Yo, what's up? What's up? We got Rolling Perfect talking about Tragedy. Russell saying he likes the song. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing this evening? Let's get it, y'all. The fuck is up?
There's some major wind or something going on.
It's because you're on a cell phone, actually. Do you got headphones by any chance?
I do, but I have to keep my phone plugged in because it's charging.
iPhone bullshit.
Yep. Okay, let me take it off the charger. Let's see if that was the problem because it definitely wasn't doing that earlier.
If you've got any apps open, close them on your phone. But what's up, y'all? How you doing? We in the building talking about music.
Hey, just keep it rolling.
Yeah, for sure. So, to get where we were going with it. So, then who was your inspiration? What was the first musical things that you were doing? How'd you get that cracking?
Well, man, probably people around me, man. My brother Junior, he used to have a rap clique, and they were just like making CDs, and he showed me music, and I was like, damn, okay, these dudes are actually doing this shit. So, and then from there, I was like in band and choir.
Oh wow!
Yeah. I did a bunch of like, I played a bunch of instruments like the French horn. I tried the trombone. I don't know, bro. I always just knew I was gonna do something with music. Like from when I was a kid, I was like singing Cisco in my mom's room. You know, like I just.
Yo, I seen. Go on. No, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, I just always had the passion to be the person to be like on the stage. You know what I mean? That was just my thing. You know, I wanted to be like seen like that in that regard.
Yeah. No, definitely. It's funny. I just seen like the story behind the thong song, and that shit definitely was a life changing record. Uh, for many reasons, because that's when in school I couldn't focus no more. Cause then girls were coming to school wearing their thongs and stuff like that, poking
Yeah.
out at me in the class like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this shit?
I love thongs, man. It's definitely one of the better inventions for women for sure.
Yo, and so was hip hop the first music that you were into? And how did you fall into being because it looks like on your earlier work you worked with Jaron Bitten. How'd you learn about that kind of alternative rap and even what my brother does?
Honestly, I am more of the traditionally like the East Coast boom bappy, you know, that was more of my shtick and more of the music I listened to. Hobson got me into Jaron Benton, obviously. Most like most other people, you know, you were just listening to Hop and you know, you kind of just like kind of started listening to similar things that to Hop, you know, and that's kind of where the whole Jaron Benton thing came to. But Jaron Benton was more uh he was more gangster a little bit than everybody else. You know what I mean? He had more of like
That's what I was thinking. I was like, he picked Jaron. I was like, I bet he doesn't even quite like that style, but like that was the
love
most.
Jaron, man. The first song I heard by Jaron was Schizo, and I didn't even know he was actually with Hobson or not. You know what I mean? But once I found out that he was on Hobson label, it made sense. You know
Oh,
what I
he
mean?
can rap like
Yeah,
nobody's
just that song
business.
Schizo, like I'm a big Eminem fan. Eminem's in my top 5, so that whole stick of rap that was all born from Eminem. You know what I mean? So I already had kind of like an affinity to that type of music. And so when it was just wrapped in a package that looks kind of, you know, more like me, I was like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? Like I can relate to this
Right.
more. And as far as futuristic goes, I saw I knew people that went to Tempe High School or wherever high school he went to, and I just saw the growth from him going from, you know,
So you knew about him for a minute.
yeah. My best friend, she was really like obsessed with futuristic, like in the very beginning, and I didn't really know about him like that. And I'm like the type of person where I'm tunnel vision on what I'm doing, you know. So if I'm not like super into the person, I don't care, you know. So she would always be telling me, hey, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this, and when I finally did, I was like, damn, this is actually pretty good. I don't know why I wasn't listening to this, you know. So and then I was like, shit, I need to do a track with the dude after a while, and then that's just kind of how gears got moved in that direction. And I mean, people helped me manifest that thing. It was like I told somebody one time in a passing conversation that I wanted to do that feature, and then they hit me up like 4 months later, like, hey, you still want to do that? We got the funds, let's get it. You know, and so
Wow, so they even funded it.
yeah. I mean, nothing's free. Obviously, I'm gonna do something for them in return, but like, yeah.
Of course, yeah. So that's lit. Well, and you skipped clean over how you ended up getting the Jaron Benton feature.
Oh, yeah. So I literally was watching Hobson's label grow and I was listening to Jaron, and then he got signed to the Funk Volume label right after I heard that song Schizo. And then he went on doing the special. It was like his first ever like batch of features when he got signed. And so he was like, yo, I just got signed. I'm doing this song. It was like $300. And it was like fucking I just knew it was a good move because I just saw the trajectory of Funk Volume and I liked the music, and I was like, and I had a perfect record for it. So,
And so you got one of the first features off the deal and everything. That's lit. He killed that verse too. I was listening
yeah,
to
no,
it
yeah,
today.
dude, that's still my second most listened to song, or maybe my first most listened to song in recent times. Like my last 28 days of streaming, the last 7 days of streaming.
Oh wow.
That song is doing numbers still, so it's good to see.
I feel like your music has grown so much since that and like sounds almost completely different. from
Yeah,
what you were making at that point. Um, did it seems like you weren't focused on what your name was at first because there's not really. I guess it was like a verbal tragedy or something at that point, and then like it's weird because as an artist. Did you feel like I almost feel like I curse myself if I name something something almost, or like I gotta be prepared for whatever a name brings of even a song or something. Did you feel cursed? Maybe your friends was haters when they said name yourself tragedy.
no, I mean, for me, I always spin it. I mean, I don't feel cursed. I don't feel any of that stuff. I just I don't care about any of that. I mean, I just know I've been through tragedy. I've seen it all happen. I still overcome it. So I mean, that's the kind of basis I keep it on because at the end of the day, I write the story. You know, I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what nobody else says. I mean, I'm the person that has to do the work and make the results. I honestly, when people's opinions to me are just like, if I think there's a merit in it, I listen to it. Other than that, man, I'm pretty set on what I
Oh
listen.
well, and I'm talking deeper than opinions though. Like just like manifesting like what kind of energy you put out, and it is about how you perceive what you're doing though
Yeah, I mean,
too, and what the word means to you,
yeah. In order,
very
you know,
much so.
I don't just believe in random manifestation. You know what I mean? Like you have to manifest that upon yourself. You know what I mean? Like you can call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, but what it, like you said, it's about what it means to you and what your intentions behind it are. So I never look at it like that. So
For sure.
I know there's power in words, but at the same time, it's like it's just a name. Like
Yeah,
at the
and
end of the day, I'm Damien James too. You know.
for sure. Well, where'd
And
you
I
get
operate as tragedy when I do music. So it's like if you can separate that, it's two different things.
well, it's funny though, because I feel like even you separating them kind of answers the next question that I was gonna ask. And your music is super diverse, even from single to single. And where does that come from? And what are some of your influences outside of hip hop?
Man, so about the diversity, I mean, I just think that I mean I've already been rapping this for so long. Like people don't understand. I got 7 mixtapes and 6 albums of me just rapping. That's 13 projects with at least 12 songs on it. You know what I mean? So it's like I've packed myself into a corner to where it's like, okay, what's next? What can I do different? And I don't just listen to rap. You know what I mean? Like rap is like 1/3 of my playlist. So it's like, of course, I'm gonna do other music. I'm a songwriter. I'm not,
You
and I
said one third of it. Say it again for the people in the back.
yeah.
Say it,
So
because people be acting
I
like
might
there's not a
I
lot
might
of good
be dark
music.
and have some tattoos, but and I do music, but that doesn't mean I'm primarily just a rapper. I write songs for female R&B artists. I write songs, so I can write songs
Shout
for
out
pop and
Ashley Phoenix, correct?
well, I wrote 2 songs that me and her did, but I didn't wrote those songs. I didn't write those songs for her. Those songs actually appear as my song. I've written
Okay.
songs for other people. Yeah, yeah, for sure. It's not Ashley Phoenix is dope though, and she writes most of her own music. The only songs that I've written that she's on are "Show Me" and "What You Saying," and I helped her on a part on one of her own songs.
Yeah, I always see her in your shared list,
Yeah,
and she knows
my
Heather
mom made her
B
rap it.
and a couple artists that I work with. So, and her name gets dropped in the conversation a lot. How do you pick who you work with? Because
Honestly,
it seems like you pick a fine balance of like clout and talent at the
I don't.
same time.
I have a really like limited approach to working with anybody. I didn't. Only reason I worked with Ashley Phoenix is because a really good friend of mine said, "Hey, this girl wants to do a song or something." He introduced us some way, and then we met each other and we hit it off. You know, we really liked each other. Other than that, I just I don't. I'm not really looking to collaborate. I just don't do that. You know what I mean? It's like nothing against anybody. I'm making so much music and I'm promoting it. It's just like unless the collaboration is something I really want to do from my heart or something that's going to like benefit me, it's just like I got to make this music. I got to get out of this situation. I'm going against shot clock, man. I don't have time to lounge around and make friends. Everything will naturally come. You know, I like the collabs that just naturally happen. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
That's more of my vibe with collabing with people, just because nothing against anyone, man, but it's just like time is short, man. Plans and goals, and I got shit already that I want to do, you know?
Now don't act like it takes you a long time to write a 16 or something. I like I
It does,
love
but it
being
does.
able to people do like get overboard and like wanna like be like, oh, let's do this, that, and the other thing. But also I love connecting with people and being able to put my magic here, there, and get pieces of theirs. It feels like an energy exchange for me.
For me, I'm like, I'm good. I've already done that so much. It's been so many years. Like, I'm cool. Like, we can meet up, whatever, whatever.
How
I'm just, I want, I like to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll keep it real. Like, if I feel the situation and my
I
heart tells me, oh yeah, we got vibes right now. This is vibes. Let's do this. You know, and I'm all
yeah.
in. But other than that, I'm just real. Like, fuck. I don't want to. I don't want to just do a bunch of music all the time for no reason. I
Yeah.
want to do shit that means
Well,
something.
even
Especially
this
with my name.
isn't for yo, the stories that I get shared with me on platforms like this, uh, and get to like pick the brains of other artists and stuff like that is priceless. There's no limit you can put on the worth of being able to have these kind of conversations, and not just with rappers, or you know what I'm saying, but I've literally from film directors to whatever, and like they've
Oh yeah,
helped me and came in handy for my friends and everything.
what I'm saying is I have to be into the situation. I'm just gonna go do it. I'm not saying that there's no value to it or it's not good. I'm just saying that that's not my goal. I'm not out here. That's not on my list of things that I want to do. You know.
Speaking of which, yeah, no, and I don't think it's like I'm not like because what up, E Freezy? Now, how did that song come about? What's the reason for the reason? Because that's literally what we're here to talk about.
You want to know
And he
natural
just happened to
facts?
comment.
You want to know
What did
natural
you say?
facts? I was at E Freeze's house. We were smoking, and we were listening to beats, and we were freestyling, and then we came across that beat, and I was like, "Whoa, that's an amazing beat. I want to do something to that." You know what I mean? And it was like when I came to his house, we weren't. It wasn't like let's do some music. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. It was just like yo, let's chill, let's smoke, and let's vibe. You know, and that's what we did. And we
How'd
ended
you
up.
come across him?
How did I come across on the internet, man? We were doing this thing on the internet, and we did the Jordan Lucas thing. Um, we did this funny
Oh,
thing.
that was you.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even
I
know
think
that
that was
was
our
you.
first official real link up.
Wow.
He just showed up on the
That's
internet, and I was showing up on the internet, and it was just like, yo, the energy. Like I said, the vibes were there. My heart was like, yo, this is a dude that I want to do something with. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel.
for sure.
And it's just more pure that way because it's like I look at track records. I'm never gonna plant seeds that I know they won't grow. I just don't waste time like that. It's just not pure.
Oh no, I completely, bro. I fully agree. Yeah, pulling guns. Yo. But I completely agree. I just I don't know, it's a tough place to be. And yeah, definitely. People try to waste your time all the time.
And it's
I
not
try to
even,
be
but for me, it's not like I don't like networking, bro. It's just like I know what situations to network in, and I know when I just should just chill. You know, it's like I network myself out of a lot of connections. You know what I mean? Like,
how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
You say, bro, it be like that. Literally, it be like that.
Once you hit that 20 something after 5, man, this is all.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and I'm older than you are. But I think it's dope because that age limit on hip hop is shifting for surely.
Man.
And Griselda's old as fuck.
Yeah, it don't matter, man. It doesn't matter
And
how old
they're
you
the
are.
hottest thing right now.
but those people have also been rapping for forever. People, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't just get signed magically or randomly. They didn't care about getting. They didn't care about making it, and they just made a bunch of music, and their core fan base just really rose with them, you know. And then eventually, it just got big to the point where it was like, all right, somebody needs to give these gentlemen money for rapping. And I love that. That's cool. I feel like it gives everybody a lot of hope because, you know, you see all these 14-year-old kids getting signed with the blue hair, and you think that's what you got to do. And in reality, you just got to stick to your niche. You stick to your guns, and you got to make a plan. And that's why I always come off like I'm trashy networking and stuff. But it's like I always want people to network when they have the equity to network. You know, when it values you. I went and I saw a lot of people and I sat in a lot of rooms before I was ready, and now I can't use those connects because I wasn't in the right form to connect those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and more so than anything, I'm just trying to understand and get the details like what you're saying now.
Yeah, but I'm reserved, bro. I'm reserved. I don't like
because people
like until I meet them and get
no,
to know
but
them.
people need to hear this because artists waste a lot of their time and they don't even understand that they're doing it.
Right. And there's a lot of times you, as an artist, being active feels good. You feel like just doing a bunch of stuff and meeting a bunch of people and benefiting your career. But you got to understand how you look and how you come across. Because, like, for instance, if I go into a room with a bunch of heavy hitters and I tell them I'm a rapper and they're interested in the way I'm talking and the way I get down, and then they go to my page and nothing's ready, it's like I just wasted a shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if I go to my page, it's a bunch of pictures of my dog. It's like, bro, that's not going to get you. So you gotta focus inwardly first.
No deal.
Focus that energy outwardly. You know what I mean? I want to make
No,
sure
and
that
it's funny because one thing I literally look at is like, yo, is this guy posting pictures of his girlfriend, his dog, or is it performance pictures? Is he posting a lot of art? Those things stand the fuck out when I'm deciding how serious I can take it.
right, and it matters, man. It matters. Your presentation, like you're always being watched as an artist, and it's like you're always like, if you don't have a regular job, this is your job. You know, so you gotta be like on point with the music. You gotta be on point with the social media aspects and stuff, and like you just gotta do it. You know, I mean, just doing it is a huge part of it too. You know, you there's certain limitations, but you do have to like kind of let it loose, and you're gonna have to release a bunch of shit, even if it may not be the most awesome. As long as you plan on like really building on it, or you.
Yo, you're contradicting everything you just said, kind of with that. Not necessarily, but can we pick apart how do you decide?
But you don't decide. You don't have to. Two things can be true. I hate when people say you're contradicting like it's black and white and you only have to do one thing or another. It's like when you're talking about networking and going with film directors and people that are big, you have to play to your audience. And then when you're dealing with just regular people on your same level, you can be more loose. And when you're just dealing with your core fan base, you got to release something. So you know what I mean? You can't just sit on your heels unless you have the resources to make something amazing. You got to build up, you know what I mean? And not everybody's at where I'm at right now. So you got to like, even though I'm not really anywhere, I'm not at the starting level. So I'm not going to act like I'm at the starting level. You know what I mean? It's just like, you got to know where you're at and you got to know what situation works for what strategy. It's not like a one size fits all thing. It's like, I've watched so many people get on and then you try to do what they did or implicate, you know, what they did, and it doesn't work for you because it's not the same thing.
Right.
So you're gonna be contradicting.
For sure. And so now what are some of the other influences and stuff like that? And it's funny because you're like, yo, you know, we were just smoking blunts and we made a love song. Like,
for me, like for me, like all the outside influences, but I could be sitting in a fucking tundra rain and write a song about fire just because that's how I felt inside. You know what I mean? My environment has nothing to do with the music I'm writing right now. You know what I mean? It's just like I listen to beats, I go for a sound, and like I used to just write to write, but now I know exactly what I want to write before I sit down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and write this, East Coasty boom bap rap that I feel like all holy and spiritual about, or I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna write me a love song to a pop beat because that's the type of music I want to make right now. You know what I mean? So I'm in the kitchen when I
What would you call Championship?
I would call it a rap song. I mean, is there other names for
No,
it?
but you were just very specific, like boom bap, East Coast, da 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 da. Nothing's just a rap song. So what would you call that kind of
like subgenre?
Yeah.
I would say if chopper rap was a specific genre, like it was like chopper rap, like that's the best way I can put it, because we're both just chopping. You know what I mean? We're both just like really letting it go.
For sure. Who are your favorite singers? Because your melodies are amazing when you decide to do stuff like that. Songs like Ready, y'all should definitely check out. Y'all watching?
I would say favorite singers, Johnny Craig. I don't know if you know Johnny Craig. He's from bands like Slaves, Dance Gavin Dance.
Okay.
Anthony Green, another a rock and roll singer. He's from like Circus Survive, Chiodo, Samson, shit like that. T-Pain. T-Pain definitely top of my list.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Neo, another singer I really like a lot, and a songwriter that wrote a lot of songs for Mary J. Blige, and he wrote "Let Me Love You" for Mario. Usher.
Come on, man. I know what Neo's wrote. But yeah, no, but also it's funny because your shit sounds really modern. Your melodies are very modern for it to be.
Oh yeah.
For those are the names that you drop.
I like Travis Scott. I like new guys too, but I wouldn't call them like my influence of why I started doing it. You know what I mean? Like Travis definitely. I listen to a lot of him. Well, I don't listen to him as much anymore. But when he was dropping like Rodeo and like I'm a huge old Travis Scott person, man. Like he took autotune to places where people just they needed to give him some props for, because he took to another level.
He's a songwriter. He is not necessarily a rapper. It's all about how he cultivates a song, for sure.
Yeah,
well, and you had brought up your top 5. So what is your top 5 then? It's about to be cliche as fuck, isn't it?
That's a very difficult question. If we're talking about the pure rappers, it have to be in no particular order: Nas, Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Black Thought, and I would say Mos Def.
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant to Royce, but I feel like, I don't know. That's a whole other thing.
Royce is complex, bro. Royce got those rhymes flows that are not for everybody. So I can see why people don't like Royce. I can see why they don't like him. I just get it. You know what I mean? With certain artists, you have to get their thing in order for me to like them. I get his shit. You know what I mean? And it works for me a lot. Like, well,
I was initially gonna say how much of his weight is carried by Eminem, but then it's almost like Eminem's not gonna rap with anybody, but he did rap with Bizarre.
Listen to Eminem and Royce the 5'9". I think they have 3 albums where it's them going back and forth. I'm counting verses, and it's pretty equal. And some might say that Royce even got it more. So.
So you want to see Eminem versus Royce versus?
I put them in the equal world. No, I'm not talking about hit records. That's a different thing, because hit records and lyricism are 2 different things. And my top 5 is totally based on lyricism.
Yo, but wait, because D'Angelo, that was not about hits necessarily. That's your tunnel vision. No, and they're about to do Ghostface versus Rakim. Versus Raekwon.
I've seen that.
And that ain't about hits. That's gonna be some straight.
for me personally, I'm judging on my personal scale where I like, and my top five is based on lyricism. It's not based on the versus system of how they judge. You know what I mean? If we're
Oh,
doing
no. And I wasn't even I wasn't even asking for it to get compared to anything else. But I hate that because my top five is, I guess, would not be considered traditional because I'd have Drake and Kanye on there, but they're never even considered rappers.
That's way more common in the 20 that from 2010 on. Jay is in a lot of people's top fives. Ye and Ye should be in people's top fives. I mean, he's top five worthies, and so is Drake. They're both top five worthy rappers. So only people that will disagree with that are like, you know, like, and those people's opinions don't count because they're stuck in the past. Hip hop is life form. You know what I mean? You can't just if you like.
Well,
it's like people who only listen to new and don't listen to the old. It's like you can't have one without the other.
Well, it's tough because I realized something. Like, Lil Uzi Vert is not rap. That's not rap, and rap still exists. You know what I'm saying? It's not like it doesn't. And like I realized this like 6 months ago, even. Like, you know, and it's almost like certain things are not rap that are typically considered rap. And how do we unpack that difference?
I don't think we should unpack it. Rap shouldn't get any different treatment than rock and roll does. There's some hardcore screamo rock and roll, and then there's some soft, real acoustic rock. It's all rock, right? One of it doesn't sound like it should belong with the other, but it's all still a subgenre. So I feel the same way. You got rap, you got mumble rap, you know, you got melody rap. You know what I mean? Because
so you still, you know, so you still can like okay.
100%. Because those people were born based on rappers. You know what I mean? They weren't born based on rock or any other.
Damn, talk that shit. Yeah, rap just is constantly evolving like nothing else.
It's definitely a subgenre, though. It definitely deserves its own name. But,
yeah. Well, it's very easy to not like them if you like Eminem and Royce and that kind of rap. It's easy to be like, no, I ain't got no respect for that bull like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've never felt like that was fair, but I also had to come to the realization that they are not the same thing.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's not the same at all. And if you're looking for it to be the same, you're gonna be very disappointed.
But I
also say that you're lazy.
But I feel like I can have Future on my top 10, and I can have Eminem on my top 10. I feel like I can have Young Thug like on my top. You know, I love all that kind of shit. I find more melodic rap easier to listen to.
Yeah, and for me, it's like for people that if you like certain things so much, then why are you going fishing in the other pond? There's so many people like Griselda and so many other people that still do the rap that you're looking for that there's no reason for you to sit there and hate on the other stuff when you can easily just go listen to something different. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm just thinking logically, like those people's opinion don't count because they're not looking for solutions around it, and they're not looking at the people or championing the people like Dave East and really badass people that.
Yo, what do you like about Dave East? Defend Dave East right now. That's somebody I don't understand.
I listen to much Dave East, but when I do listen to him, it gives me that old '90s rap feel, and that's what I'm saying. If they want to listen to that, there's artists that really do that. I'm not rolling around listening to Dave East. I'm sure he's awesome though. The shit that I've heard from him, he's killed the verses, But I don't really like listening to him like that, so I can't really defend that. To be real, I think the bro, like I think the man can rap, but I don't listen to his music,
See, okay, so and that's how I feel too, but I mean, it's walking a very fine line of like skill and like and making your music listenable. But yeah, I don't know. Your voice is great. A lot of things naturally just work for your dynamic and the kind of music that you do. Uh what would you want to be the last video that I play for you? Close this out. Would you want me to run back the song from earlier or play something different? Can you hear me? Yo, 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 what's up? How y'all doing? What's up, E Freezy? What's up, Russell? What's up, everybody watching at home? It seems like he's having technical difficulties, but I'm gonna be closing out the episode with one last video from my man's Tragedy. We'll actually we'll play the video to him and my brother's joint called Championship. Let's bang this shit. Let's end this episode strong. Let's go.
Pass me the split, ring for my team, win a championship. Swing on the beat, cause I mastered the hits, mastered the wrist, and mastered the whip. They going out bad as the kids, but you know me, I ain't asking for shit. You don't see how bad it can get, spectacular drip, immaculate spit. Pass me the split, ring for my team, win a championship. Swing on the beat, cause I mastered the hits, mastered the wrist, and mastered the whip. They going out bad as the kids, but you know me, I ain't asking for shit. You don't see how bad it can get, spectacular drip, immaculate spit. The rapping is sick, subtracting the haters and answer the click. Magical wrist, dividing the pen, that's tactical splits. And practical shit, pushing, that's practice, you bitch. Shooting, cutting for the action, you bitch. Music about to make it happen, it is, don't matter. Just be happy, the kid just rapping, and I'm knocking back all your wigs. Believe me, I just came back on this tip, swinging crazy balls, cracking your ribs. I need it all to my family legit. Don't even ask what it is. Eating, feasting, baby, pass me a bib. I'm speeding, leading, baby, back to the crib. My region heated, baby, that's where I live. I'm pathogen sick. Nasty the fit, I'm so out of space, I'm blasting again. I ravage your shit, bars is fancy, call them jabbers and shit. I'm laughing again, I'm out of control, I'm about to begin. Rolling Stone, Mick Jagger again. So much bars that I'm staggering in. I'm flashing again, but murder the booth with a passionate grin. I'm taxing again, BET boy, I'm blacking again. All these niggas don't like me, but won't say it, cause I'll get the snapping again. Pass me the split, ring for my team, win a championship. Swing on the beat, cause I mastered the hits, mastered the wrist, and mastered the whip. They going out bad as the kids, but you know me, I ain't asking for shit. You don't see how bad it can get, spectacular drip, immaculate spit. Pass me the split, ring for my team, win a championship. Swing on the beat, cause I mastered the hits, mastered the wrist, and mastered the whip. They going out bad as the kids, but you know me, I ain't asking for shit. You don't see how bad it can get, spectacular drip, immaculate spit.
Spectacular drip, that's what it is when Zach in the spit. Immaculate fit, happen to spit. All black men never crash in the whip. Yeah, fashionalist, you don't actually rap, you adapted to this. Since lab was a kid, I was nasty with this, with a pad and a pin for the championship. I ain't even gotta catch my breath, better check my check, but I wreck your flesh if you come at my neck with a disrespect, nigga. Ain't nothing left but to do this shit. Since way back when I did, yeah, I proved that shit. Mean 2010, I was making them in, set the fam on a cruise with the hoops in the gym. You can pretend that I ain't been the GOAT. Independently, you niggas is joke. Self-sufficient, man, you niggas is broke. Notice the bank account is full of O's. Rookie to pro, now I'm a veteran, spitting it better than ever before. 7 businesses, they look like appendages, like an appendix, I'm about to explode. 3 homes and a couple of stores. I ain't doing not nothing for low. Yeah, I'm ballin', man, it's out of control. I got a grip, I'm mopping the flow with these niggas. I know that they bid it away, that I'm switching the flow, kicking the dough. Life of the party, I live with the bros and a couple of hoes and ghosts.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? We got you back in here, Tragedy. Hold on. Let me stop the screen share. But yo, yo, yo. And also you have a sports show that you're doing. And it's called Make Your Point. And what's the point of Make Your Point, and where can people hear it?
There's really no point. It's just me talking about sports, on sports. Unfiltered Sports Opinion. You can tune in. Follow me on Facebook. It's going to be on Sundays on air on Q Radio, and that link is on my profile. So you follow me here. You follow me on Instagram. My name Tragedy602, like it appears. That's how my Instagram is, and all the info is there.
Yo, for sure. Yo, real quick, it's crazy. Do you think that they're being reckless with having sports back this quick? Are you happy that we didn't get to miss out on sports? Shit is crazy for them to still be having it roll.
They did it with no people, so I mean, all the people were vaccinated and all the players were tested a bunch. So in that, with factors on the table, it doesn't even matter from their standpoint because all those billionaires aren't going to put back and let their people not play because they got to make money. They were about to lose like hundreds of millions of dollars. So when there's that much money on the line, it don't really matter what I think. Those niggas don't play.
For real though, man. It's funny because there's literally so much money on the line in some situations going on right now that they're not even able to put the people first. It doesn't fucking matter. But it's been lit. It's been great talking to you. The song is amazing. And actually, I think I want to bang that shit one more time to close it out.
All right,
and call it a night. Cause that song I love that song, bro. I heard the snippet and I was just like, yeah, it's on for me. That's about to be a jam. I literally was waiting for it to come out. So that's how it's supposed to be when you drop a record. I'm a pop fan more than I'm a hip hop fan, honestly, at the end of the day. So, but let's get it. It's ended.
I don't need nothing to do, and I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm giving all this to you. You're the reason. I'll give it all to you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it. I wanna learn about you, wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. I wanna learn about you, I wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you.
And you know I gotta support E Freezy. Let's go.
Your heart so cold like a blizzard, like a blizzard. I just don't know what to do. Your sins all that I remember. I surrender. I'll give it all up for you. And I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm giving all this for you. And you're the reason. You're the reason. I'll give it all up for you.
Shout out Heather
Don't
B.
Need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it. I wanna learn about you, wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. I wanna learn about you, I wanna know about you. I'm doing all this for you. Don't need it, don't need it. Don't need it, don't need it.